Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today maybe go over the Orlando Magic depth chart after trading for Desmond Bane. I love this addition for the Orlando Magic. Desperately needed, another scoring option next to Franz and Paulo, and then of course a better 3-point shooting team. I think if you're Orlando, this cannot be the only addition to help your 3-point shooting. I think Orlando should look to potentially target a free agent like Nickeil Alexander-Walker this free agency potentially. They like defense. They like 3-point shooting. That's a reason why I believe that could be a good fit for them. But this is a hell of a way to start of adding in 3-point shooting if you are the Orlando Magic. And let's go over what the depth chart is for this team after trading away Cole Anthony and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who was their big free agency signing last year, and getting Desmond Bane. Now, the starting lineup doesn't change much because you're only removing one starter and you're removing a bench player, and you're adding in a new starter. So it's just, in the starting lineup, you just replace Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with Desmond Bane. And the starting lineup will be Jalen Suggs with Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr. Then you go to the bench. Off the bench, you've got Anthony Black, the former first-round pick, off the bench with Jonathan Isaac, and also, now, Batanze is another guy that's coming off the bench for this Orlando team next season as of right now, unless he gets traded. Now, Mo Wagner is going to be the interesting thing. I believe there is a team option with him, but he did tear his ACL last year, so I would bet he's not going to be ready to go to start the year. I would say he probably misses maybe the first month or two of the season potentially for Mo Wagner. But, they've also got Jett Howard off the bench, who was a former first-round pick. But honestly, it wouldn't shock me if Orlando's done making, I wouldn't be surprised if Orlando made more trades. There are other pieces to move. Gary Harris is a guy that's going to be a solid guy for them off the bench, but you've got Jonathan Isaac, because there's so many trade pieces this Orlando team still has. Isaac is someone, when I first saw Orlando Magic is trading for Desmond Bane, at first I thought Jonathan Isaac was going to be in this deal. And so you still got Isaac to potentially move. It's kind of hard to go over what this depth chart is right now, because I don't know. There's so many guys that I think you can't guarantee are going to actually still be on this team next year outside of the starting group. I think in the starting group, they're all going to be there next year. Desmond Bane, obviously, he's not going anywhere. Franz Wagner, Paulo, Wendell Carter Jr., Jalen Suggs, that group, we know the starting lineup. I think Anthony Black is safe to stay in Orlando off the bench, but then there's a lot of other guys off the bench that, will be very good for them, but I just feel like there is a shot that you could see some of those guys moved. And mainly the guys I'm talking about are Jonathan Isaac, Gary Harris, Batanze, potentially Jett Howard, but a solid bench. But like I said, I think it needs some improvement. I think, or like I said in beginning of this video, it said Orlando should target Nickeil Alexander-Walker. You lose look, Cole Anthony was a great guy for this bench for Orlando. I think what this does is it gives this trading Anthony away. It gives another Anthony Black, more opportunities off the bench, and that's going to be great for Anthony Black. But they're still losing a lot off the bench with with losing Cole Anthony. And I would go, if you're Orlando, I would go after Nickeil Alexander-Walker in free agency from Minnesota. Let me know your thoughts on the trade for the Orlando Magic and the depth chart that they have. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.